Hello, I'm Cush Jumbo and today I'm going to be reading from Tad, which is written and illustrated by Benji Davies. If you can, at the end of my story, please donate to Save the Children, details of which will be at the end of this film. So let's read Tad. There's a little frog on the front of this book. So I wonder if that's Tad. Tad was a frog. Well, that's not quite true. She was almost a frog. There she is. She's a little tadpole. Tad was small, smaller than her tad brothers and smaller than her tad sisters. Tad was the smallest almost a frog in the whole wide pond. She was so small that she had to wriggle her tail twice as fast as the others just to keep up. "Keep up," they would say, "or Big Blub will get you." Tad had never seen Big Blub. Big Blub, they said, was a big, great, nasty fish. Big Blub swam in the deep, dark, murky part of the pond. He was as old as the mud, they said. He would wait till the sun went in, till all the pond was grey, and then he would glide out from the dark patches and... gulp. Oh, no, Tad did not want to know. She decided she did not believe in Big Blub, but just in case she kept to the shallow, sunny parts of the pond where Big Blub could not get her. So when the sun went in, she carefully hid behind the rocks and the plants in hope that Big Blub would not find her. And there she is, in her good old hiding places. Day by day, the tadpoles grew. They grew back legs and then front legs. They grew webbed toes. Their legs grew longer and their legs grew stronger. Stretching their forelegs as wide as they could, they felt like they wanted to climb out of the pond. They rushed into the shallow water quicker than you or I could blink. There they are, swish, wriggle, swish, swish, wriggle, wriggle, swish, swish. Their tails got smaller and smaller until they no longer had tails at all. "We've lost our tails! We've lost our tails!" they cheered. All except Tad. Tad still got her tails. Every night they would find a big leaf and curl up together. But as the nights passed, Tad noticed fewer and fewer tadpoles to curl up with. Each night Tad counted her tad brothers and her tad sisters. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Where had they all gone? She didn't like to think. Tad played in the shallows with her last tad brother and her last tad sister. "You can't catch us, Big Blub," her last tad sister called out into the shadows. But soon there were just two. "It seems there are much fewer of us than before, don't you think?" said Tad to her last tad brother. And there's her and her brother. They're wondering, where are all our brothers and sisters gone? Hope Big Blub hasn't got them. And then there was only one. It's just Tad. And she was strong and she was clever. So she knew all the best hiding places. Big Blub would never catch her. Hiding in the rocks. Oh no! Big Blub! Tad swam faster than she had ever swum before. Then Tad did something that she'd never done before. She swam up and up and up and up and up. Big Blub sank back down to the bottom of the pond where he belonged amongst the mud and the ooze, deep, dark and murky. Blub, 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 blub. Big Blub's gone, hurrah. Tad climbed up onto a rock, her big round eyes blinking at the bright sky. It felt good to be out of the water. "I've lost my tail! I've lost my tail!" she sang. Tad was a frog. She had a funny feeling, a twist in her belly, spreading out to the ends of her toes. She coiled up tight like a spring and jumped. And look at that. She is surrounded by all her brothers and sisters. I've been waiting up there for her the whole time. Well, that is the end of Tad. Thank you so much for watching Save with Stories for Save the Children and for helping Save the Children to support families who are the hardest hit by the coronavirus crisis. There are details of how to donate, if you can, at the end of this film. And just know that all of those funds go towards children and families in the UK and all around the world. Thank you.